Dang, you look ready for the welfare line.
Man, what?
Do you guys take EBT? YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Knowledge here from Gamer's Little Playground, and I'm joined here by the host. I'm the co-host actually, but the host, Mystery Mr. R. Say what's up.
Yes, sir. I'm putting the sound effects in cracking, baby. Yes, sir.
So this is the Gamer's Little Podcast. This is our second episode. Last week we had a test run, and this week we got it down now.
Yeah,
we got it down.
We talk about everything from video games to technology to news and all that good
culture,
stuff.
movies,
the culture.
shows, Baby Yoda.
Yes,
What do you want to talk about this week? What do you want to talk about this week?
What happened this week? All I heard was there's a new Nintendo Switch. Supposedly a new Nintendo Switch. And
man, that they've been saying that shit. Every like 3 weeks you log on to Twitter and Nintendo Switch Pro is trending. Every time I click on that, I'm deeply disappointed. But it looks like this time is actually true. It looks like this time they said it's gonna be out by I think November. I read it was like a 4K thing and it has like a 7-inch screen. I don't know. I would get it.
What is a Switch Pro anyway? Is it just a bigger tablet?
Yeah, I mean, well, it would be stronger because the regular Switch can only do like 720 if you play it on the tablet, and then if you put it on the dock, you can do 1080p. You know, it's just not that powerful. So this would be kind of like the PS4 Pro, the fucking Xbox One X, you know, like the higher end edition that's stronger so that you can play the games and they look better, basically.
Yeah, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but the next Breath of the Wild is only going to be on the next Switch. That would piss so many people off, dude. It's crazy because Breath of the Wild was the seller for Nintendo Switch, right? Like, people are like, oh, why aren't they putting it on the Wii U, blah, blah, blah. And people ended up spending, how much? What, like $300 for Breath of the Wild? They're just going to be spending $300 again for Breath of the Wild, too.
But it was on the Wii U. It was. So it was on the Wii U, but it played like shit on the Wii U. Like, it would lag a lot. Like, I played it on the Wii U. So I can tell you for a fact, like I played the entire game on the Wii U and it was playable, and you know what? Now thinking about it, this exact thing happened. I remember complaining about this because in GameCube, they had announced Twilight Princess and it was going to be like the last big game on the GameCube. And then they're like, oh, we're delaying it for a year. And that's when Miyamoto said that famous quote that people always say now, which is like, a bad game is bad forever. A delayed game eventually becomes good. Something like that. I know I'm misquoting it. So the point is they delayed it. And then like when the Wii came out, magically it was ready by when the Wii release came out.
And all they did was mirror it. They mirrored it on the Wii.
Exactly. And then the worst part about that one was that they actually released it on the Wii first, and then they released it on the GameCube a month after. So it was almost like a timed exclusive on the Wii. But
got him.
I would ask you this then. What's your thoughts about like right now that whole argument of people saying like the Series X games are supposed to be playable on all the old Xboxes? And people are saying, a lot of people are like, yeah, they should be. And then the other half of the people are saying, like, man, why the fuck are we developing for like an 8-year-old hardware? Like,
the Xbox Series X doesn't have any games. If I was Microsoft, I would be like, yeah, we're not making no more games for Xbox One, whatever. It's just Series X because Series X has no games. If they make it for, compatibility with Xbox One and all that stuff, what's the point of getting a Series X? There's really no point to getting a PS5 and especially an Xbox, a new Xbox. There's no point whatsoever. For PS5, you can say, oh, Demon Souls. That's literally like the only game they got on there. And Bugsnax. But Bugsnax is on PS4 anyway. So
yeah, like Spider-Man, Miles Morales is on PS4. They're all on PS4. Like Demon Souls is literally the only one right now.
Yeah, there's literally no point to getting a new gen console. I've said this several times. I've just never said it like on a podcast or whatever. The only reason you should get a next gen system is if you're a content creator. If you're just a normal person, working normal 9-to-5 job, have nothing to do with the game industry, not a streamer, not a nothing, you might as well just wait for the PS5 to like become half off or something. The scalper should not exist because normal people really shouldn't buy the next gen system. Xbox is nothing. Why did you buy it? Why would you pay a scalper an extra $300? It makes no financial sense. I'm a content creator. You're a content creator. It makes sense for you to have the next gen system to at least put out videos and stuff like that.
I agree with you for the most part, but here's the counter argument. Again, the PS4 and the Xbox One came out in 2013, right? They're old as shit, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying like, okay, there's no exclusives out, so why should you get it? Well, Cyberpunk, let's say, is a good example of like it's almost unplayable on the old consoles.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a way, it is almost exclusive to the new consoles. Because it's like, why would you fucking put yourself through playing that shit on the old consoles? It's like, dude, you can't play these new games on these old consoles. It's just like, you're wasting your time. You know, but my problem with the companies is, I don't know why they're pretending to like make it for the new consoles at this point. I don't see any point of saying like, okay, you can play it on the old one. It's really them just trying to steal your money.
Greed.
It's greed. It's just them trying to steal your money.
All they see is like the short term. You know, if you're a big guy and you're doing all this stuff, stamping, blah blah blah, firing, hiring, you know, you're like, well, if we put it on the Xbox One, we'll make more money. And they're not thinking, oh, does it look good? Is it done? You know, you have the people down here saying, yeah, it's not done. But prior experience, when I was in the military, several times, you know, the little guy, us, would be like, yo, no, it's not good to go. And then our uppers would be like, okay, it's not good to go. But somewhere in the middle, someone's lying their ass off to either save their face, save their job.
It's good to go.
Or just look good. Yeah, or just look good. They'll just say, yeah, it's good to go. Yeah. Because to make their development or their section look good, they will say it's good to go when it's really not. And then when eventually it comes back down, hey, so-and-so said it was good. What's good is like the developers that came out and they were like, oh, we told them it was bad, blah, blah, blah. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. No, we told them it was bad. They didn't listen to us. Blah, 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 blah. Now it just makes the heads look bad, which is good. Because if the heads look bad, they'll do whatever it fucking takes to save face.
It is good. It makes them look bad because at the end of the day, it's their fault.
It is.
No, when you're the leader, it's always your fault. And the reason whatever guy in the middle it was that felt the need to lie to make them feel bad, they did it because the heads are too like, you know, they're not overlooking it the right way. They're not creating the environment saying that like, you know what matters is that we get it right, not that we get it by this time. Like you said, it's short term. Yeah, short term you gain the money. Long term you got lawsuits and all that. But on top of that, the worst thing that you lose is social currency. And that's what CD Projekt Red lost out a lot. It's like your favorite word. I remember telling you, I forgot what it was, but you're like, man, I don't care about the money. I'm doing it for the clout. Like, but the thing is, clout is money. Like clout is worth, is just as much. It's like, that's the thing that you can't put like a tangible dollar price on, but that shit is worth just as much as money.
It's worth something. Influence is worth something. Like this guy behind me, you can barely see him. Whatever he says, a lot of people are like, okay, because he has that clout. He has that reputation to just be like yes or no to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like people trust his word. People think he is intelligent, but like people believe him so much that they just follow.
They'll do whatever. Yeah, I mean that's how it is in life. There's always the sheep and there's always a shepherd. So, but if you lose that faith, I mean, who's gonna buy your shit? Like what? Like 7-8 years, and Ubisoft is like just now getting their social credit back up because they'll release something bad, and then eventually it'll get to such an amazing point. It's better than what it was promised to be. Like it's been like what, like 5 years since Rainbow Six came out, and it's still going strong on that one game. Like, I think loot boxes are finally slowing down. Do you think so or no?
I don't know. Like the way Ubisoft has been doing it is, you know how they're doing, not loot boxes, but time savers. So
Time savers.
I don't know. They're gonna so like in Assassin's Creed, for example, where it's you got to grind a lot to keep ranking up, right? But then they have those things where like you can boost
boosters.
Your grind, I guess, like kind of like you rank up faster. So you're literally paying them money so that you can get through their single player faster.
See, I've seen that done good, but I know that can be exploited and done bad. Like Warframe, they do it good. You know, you can get every damn near every weapon and every Warframe, and a Warframe is a character. Every character can be grinded and unlocked. The only issue is to build the components, it takes time, and you have to use real world money to speed up that time. But you can get the real world money through trading in the game, and you know you don't have to use real world money, but it's possible to. But I feel like companies like, I don't want to say Ubisoft specifically, but since they're starting it, you know, anybody could look at that and be like, damn, we can make money through that by making them use real life money to speed it up, and that's the only way to speed it up. So it's definitely something I'm worried about, but it could work.
The issue is like Warframe is free, Assassin's Creed isn't.
Yeah.
So like, and either way, like if Warframe does that, then they're doing it right because they're allowing you to grind for it too if you want to. Whereas, I mean, I guess Ubisoft is too. Like, you don't have to buy the time booster, but at the same time, it's like it's a $60 game, you know. So like,
yeah, but what if somebody puts in a $60 game where, like you said, you don't have to boost it, but what if they make it so long that you're just like heavily encouraged to buy this booster? If not, you're gonna be waiting three real life days to get whatever you want.
So I think for me, it's like it's always skewed because we have a YouTube channel. So like, okay, we got Assassin's Creed, but we got it like 5 days early.
Yeah,
the store didn't work at first, but like if it would have worked, we would have paid for the time savers because we're trying to get it done before embargo. So like we would have done it. So I don't know. Like, but I think if I was just, I saw a lot of reviews where people were like, man, I really love the game. Then like 30 hours in, I'm like, what? They're just complaining like, why the fuck do I gotta grind to finish this fucking? It's like a 70-hour game. It should only really be like a 35-hour game. Like they literally padded it just so that I would feel like I enjoy this game a lot, but now I want to pay because I just want to finish the fucking story, you know? Like I don't want to grind for fucking 70 hours. I just want to finish the goddamn story.
If there was a way for you to buy, like, spend $5 and get all the cutscenes in the game, wouldn't you do that?
I would do that.
Exactly. You spend $5 and you put it on YouTube and you make so much more.
Yeah, like, no, you would instantly. If you're a content creator, you take every shortcut you can get to get all the content you want.
Yeah.
You know? Like any like shortcut that's not fucking someone else over. Like you want to steal somebody else's content, but like if you can take a shortcut, here's an example. So this is for people who like, if you're in the YouTube game and you want to figure out how to do things creatively, right? Okay, here's an example. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, right? That's a DLC expansion that came out. And nobody got that early. No content creator got it early because it was like a DLC content. So that means when it dropped, you were in a literal race to finish it if you're a content creator. I'm not going to care about the rest of the game. So I'm just going to skip all the cutscenes, play the game on easy, and just beat it as fast as possible. Just skip every single cutscene, and you would have finished in an hour and a half. Whereas people like me and like people like other channels, big channels like us, it'll take like 4 hours to beat it, you know? But see, you got to think that way as a content creator to take all these shortcuts. And a lot of people don't.
You're also not enjoying the game.
You're not enjoying the game, exactly. But that's a sacrifice that you got to make.
Yeah.
If you want to build your channel up, you got to find out. You got to fucking find every little way you can finesse it. So when I was coming up, in the beginning, like I would do shit like that where I would like fucking skip everything, just get the ending, put it up. Or I would comment, I would be the first comment on my own video on a different account. Then I would respond with my own account, with the Gamers Little Playground account. And then like I would respond to myself just to start fucking conversation. Or I would post something, I would post a comment that was super controversial about something that happened in the game, just so people would start talking about it. Because that's what you gotta do. I don't gotta do that anymore because people just comment as soon as we post. It's like,
but if you
a content creator,
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta
I mean, like I don't judge anybody little who's trying to cut some corners to get up, because I understand what it is. Like, hustle. You know, you gotta, you know, there's a famous saying here in America, which is like, behind every great empire, there's a great crime, and that's just the fucking truth. Like,
but I want to ask you this: what is like your biggest shortcut, like that you know in life?
Best way to live is to get a cashback card where you get like 2% back. Or even now, it's even better if you have an Amazon account and you have an Amazon Prime thing, you get 5% back on Prime stuff. So living within your means and only buying what you can pay for, then like at the end of the month, you pay out your entire credit card, and like you don't pay the interest, and then you also like fucking get the cash back. Yeah. So that'd probably be like a shortcut of like just being better with your money. I think that's the majority of people's problem, is that like you live on credit, you know, like you live outside of your means. And I did that for a long time. Of course, it's easy for me to say because I was making good money on YouTube, but I put money to pay off all my loans early so I wouldn't pay the interest. I would say that's probably like a little shortcut thing, but in general, like, to me, is like there is no shortcuts. You just gotta work hard and be patient. You gotta work hard and be patient.
Being patient is the hard part, especially for me, dude.
Oh my god, it is your problem, and it is most people's problem. It's like people want to see results so fucking fast, like so they want like 3 months in, they think they're gonna be getting like 10,000 views, or 3 months in. They think that they should be the manager of the fucking store because their boss is dumb and they're smart.
Yeah.
And their boss, people judge a lot of the new generation that way, and they're like, oh, these fucking kids, they think they want to be the boss. Dude, that's how it was 30 years ago. There's always a guy who thought that he was smarter than everybody else, and that he should be the boss as soon as he walks in the fucking door, or as soon as she walks in the door. It's always been the same. Hey, if you want to be the boss, and be your own business. That's it. Like, if you really think like that, that's the only way it's gonna happen. But you ain't gonna walk into no fucking store and be the manager in 3 months.
I've spent more hours doing this YouTube stuff than I did in the Army. Because at least in the Army, some days we get off early, you know, some days we get off late. But the weekend, usually the weekend was ours. Holidays were ours. Dude, I work every day, every weekend, every holiday. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm working on YouTube. Yeah.
You've seen some big successes on the channel, on this channel, and on Gamers Little Playground. I'm pretty sure you would agree with this. Like, when you get like a hit video, that shit like makes you want to like work even more, because then you can't wait to get the next hit video.
Well, for me, because the biggest video so far is the Genshin Impact, because that one has 100,000, something like that. Is it Genshin?
505,000 views.
500,000 views. Wow.
Yeah.
So I always will make a video, and if it starts popping, I just want to see, will it be my biggest video? That's all I want to see. Yeah. Will it be my biggest video? If not, it's like, fuck, okay, next one. Yeah. But I'm never like, ooh, I hope this pops. Ooh, I hope this pops. It's just like, if it does, okay, let's see how far it goes. That's how it is for me.
My point in saying that was, you work more in this than you did in the military. Well, the thing is, it's not only like the actual mechanical work of playing and editing, but it's like the shit consumes your mind.
Yeah,
24/7. Because your mind, especially if you get a hit, then your mind is going like, what can I do next? Like, what is it? What's gonna be as big as this? What video should I do?
What's gonna be bigger?
So so in that way, it's a 24/7 job, and it's not hard. Like I hate when people are like, oh, this is the hardest fucking thing, but it is. You do put a lot of time.
It's tiring. It's not hard. It's tiring, and time.
It's mentally tiring. Yeah, and time consuming for sure.
After I get my first million view video, I feel like I'm not gonna be like, oh, what else is gonna hit 1 million? It's gonna be like, bitch, I already got my million. I'm the type of person like, if I was in the NBA, as long as I got 1 ring, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna be like LeBron, constantly chasing for the next ring to try and prove that he's the best. That's his mentality. I'm Klay Thompson. I'm on the Warriors. Hey, if we win, that's another ring, and I was on the bench the whole time, baby. I'm not the conductor. I'm here for the ride. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I don't.
As long as we find success, as long as you're successful, it doesn't need to be.
I mean, I've already proven my success with this channel anyway. I already have the 100,000 view video, and I've had that when I was in goddamn high school. So it's I've proven to myself I can already do good. Like when I was in the Army, I was like, damn, if I stayed doing YouTube, I would have made it by now. My work ethic back then, and if I had the skills that I do now, guaranteed I would have popped 4 or 5 years ago. Now I don't even care. As long as a video does good, it's fine. That's just how I just go with the flow.
I mean, it's like Mark Cuban said. He's like, it took me like 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah. I fucking feel that quote, dude. I feel that shit. Like people don't see the hard work and the ethic. They just, oh, he's fucking popular now. Very tiny majority pop without any effort. And then even tinier majority pop and run with it. It's easy to pop and be a one-hit wonder. But can you consistently pop? Can you keep popping?
Dude, the best example of that to me was always Ninja. Because I used to watch Halo Reach, like MLG. And he was really good back then. And then after Reach kind of died off, he still kept doing some Halo. But there were some times I used to follow his channel because he was really good at Halo Reach. And then I remember he started doing like fucking Black Ops 2 because he was trying to maybe be a pro on Black Ops 2. And I remember going on his stream back then. Like people would complain because he was playing Call of Duty instead of Halo, and they're like, "Come on, man! Like, don't give into the Call of Duty, dude." He had like literally, this is like 2012, 2013. He had like 9 viewers in his fucking live stream, and he never stopped live streaming since like 2011. All the way until when he became a fucking phenomenon. Now, regardless of whether you like him or not, or you think whatever, doesn't matter. Like he transcended culture, and he was not an overnight success. Even though it seemed like it went from 0 to 100, he's been putting in the work.
What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What parts of the podcast did you enjoy the most? I'm your host, Mr.
Thanks for joining us. Your co-host Miguel Mike Knowledge, aka I don't know.
So also I'm gonna let you know this. Every time you talked a lot, the camera literally, like right now, it's like flashing, like it's turning off. I don't know why. We'll figure it out for next podcast. Last podcast we used Facebook. This podcast we used Discord. So we might have to use Zoom.
Okay, I should probably just record it too, just in case like yours fucks up for a reason.
Yeah, why haven't you been doing that?
And this is your show. This is your show.
This is your show. You're just on it. Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
I'm along for the ride.
But yeah, we're out. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Peace.
Peace.